That's a tight fit.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Daily Driven Exotics. We're at SR Auto Group here in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. We got Dave in the house.
It's cold.
It's very cold. That's why Dave's got a parka on.
My Civil Rally parka on.
A parka. Well, you look nice and cozy. Dave, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
The audience loves you.
Do they?
They do.
I bet you that's debatable.
Master debatable. So we're at SR Auto Group because we're gonna make a fun video for you guys today. Now, in recent times, there have been some of the world's most epic cars at some of the most epic price points. And that car today happens to be the brand new McLaren Senna. And we're gonna put it up against what?
The P1.
The P1.
McLaren.
The ultimate.
In my opinion.
It's the ultimate in your opinion?
Oh yeah. P1.
We're gonna find out. And now we are moving the P1, you guys. Ready for an official cold start of the McLaren P1.
Here we go. And by the way, it's currently in race mode, slammed to the ground.
Sounds like a McLaren.
Sounds amazing. Look at this. In race mode, how slammed is this thing?
Low, low, low.
Like, it tucks the wheel. I've never seen another car tuck the wheel like that.
So cool.
You ready to do this?
That's so close.
Raymond makes it look super easy. He does move these cars around all the
Talking
time.
about the fact that there's some cars you're around, you're just like, careful, careful, careful. And these cars are like $1 million plus cars. So I'm like, all my buttons, everything good? Careful, careful. $5,000 mirror.
Give everybody a quick overview of what else is in here.
So,
Well, we have a Ford GT here.
Yes.
The iconic spoon colors.
yes, it's the wrong blue, Dave.
It's the wrong blue,
Nice
but
try.
sponsored by Honda.
And then check this out. This is actually a white 918, but they had it done in this livery where it's blue and it's got the iconic, I don't know what you call this design from Porsche where they do this like kind of swoopy, I don't know, there's a name for
Design.
it.
Hey Gabe, come here. Speaking of mirrors, guess how much this mirror is? Damon knows the answer. But
Actually,
I want you
yeah.
to guess first.
How much do you think a mirror on a Huayra is?
I'm gonna guess 21,000.
It's 35.
What?
Yes. We know this
crazy.
because Ryan at PFS had to look into it once because he thought one of them was broken. Damn. But it wasn't. It was just bent in like
An
this.
expensive work of art.
Very expensive.
1,000 US. So right now, about 50,000 Canadian dollars.
Pagani Huayra Roadster. Look at this. That's actually, this is glass. What a work of art this car is. I mean, Pagani, not so reliable, but beautiful everywhere. The leather details, all of the little billet pieces, and then the active aero and all the carbon. And then we've got the iconic Ferrari F40 with what I like to call the bus steering wheel. And I call it the bus steering wheel because if you look right here, the steering wheel is on such a harsh angle where the steering wheel doesn't come out and sit like this, it sits like this. So when you drive, you're actually driving with your hands forward down like this. It's quite weird. And then the pedals are way off to the right side.
So you drove this car a few times in your life.
I have driven an
And
F40.
what's it like?
It's odd.
Is it hard to drive?
It is a little hard to drive, especially because when the boost kicks in, there's like this boost lag, and then all of a sudden the boost comes on, and then if you have like, these are the old school original tires,
Yeah.
it gets out of control real quick.
These look like they're like from an old Honda Civic or something.
Well, feel them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. On a cold winter morning.
Good old Canadian hockey pucks right there. So you guys want to go take the P1 and the Senna out and do an official Daily Driven Exotics car review? What's the better value? Are you going P1 right now or are you going Senna, Gabe?
P1.
You're going P1? What are you going, Dave?
P1.
P1.
Long-term play P1.
I don't know, man. The Senna's got more aero. I think even though it's not as fast, it might have the advantage. It's also just crazy looking. I know the P1's crazy looking too, but the Senna has glass doors where you can like see the ground.
What a beautiful car though. This is a dream to drive. Probably one of the funnest cars I've ever driven. It's very visceral. You can hear the turbos and the blow-off valves.
Can you hear the roof scoop?
You can. Yes. You
Like a
can hear it
$600
sucking. All right, Dave,
The observatory.
you're in this. You good? Have you ever driven a McLaren before?
A McLaren? I own one. I've never driven a hypercar before.
Ever?
No.
Look straight up. It's on the ceiling along with the doors. So if you need to get out of this car, the door handles are up top.
Right here.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Don't worry, I'll give him the quick debriefing.
See, Raymond trusts me. He doesn't really trust Dave yet. So this is new.
Look at him. Automatic or manual?
He wants to know, is this automatic or manual?
Dave could drive this car.
How you doing?
I'm looking for the lift button. All I care about this car is where's the lift.
Do you feel safe in this?
Very safe in this. Well, actually, hold on a second. I've seen some videos.
It's going up. It's going up.
All that matters in this car is the front lift.
The arrow on this car is really something else.
I think I'm gonna go with Dave.
And look at-
got a better chance of fitting in this thing.
All this beautiful dry carbon, the active arrow in there. The lights are really cool.
Okay, here's a trick to getting into a P1. You gotta go in like butt first. Like this. It's a very, very tight car. And by the way, these are the smaller of the race seats. You can actually get a large. I'll tell you right now, this is not the large. I've sat in the large seats before. They're not this tight. So with a P1, the doors are actually heavy. If you get it down to about here and just let the doors go, they'll close. If you pull the door down, it's gonna slam, which you don't wanna do. Put it in reverse, we're off, ladies and gentlemen. We got all sorts of fun little buttons here on the steering wheel. Get the rear view mirror with that tiny little window at the back aligned. By the way, look at that, that's all I've got to see. Not a whole lot. We gotta make sure Dave doesn't drive in the video with the lift up. Look at that. It looks like a ski jump. Fun fact, there's a front lift in the Senna. In the P1, all four corners go up, so the whole car lifts up.
No joke right now, I've never driven a car worth this much money before, so I can feel it a little bit in my heart. I'm excited, but I'm also a little bit like, you know, I'm very, 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 not paranoid, but cautious. I'm the cautious one, clearly on the channel.
And we're off. Can't beat the sound of the P1. Just listen, I'll demonstrate. It just wants to go, but the tires aren't warm enough to put the power down.
Hey!
How you guys doing?
Good!
What do you think of this?
Beautiful. Obviously we're in the city right now, so we can't really open her up or anything like that, but the noises this car makes, like the blow-off valve sound, it's like, it feels like a race car. Look at Damon in the P1.
You guys gotta hear this car. Woo! P1 power, baby.
You hear that? Ooh, that iconic blow-off valve sound. It sounds like a Fast and the Furious car. The funny part is, it doesn't feel, again, don't kill me for this, a whole lot different than the McLaren 12C I have as far as like the way the car steers and brakes. Like it definitely feels like a McLaren, and all McLaren cars are awesome. This obviously is like insane. Like look at this door. Look at this. I can see the line right there.
That's so crazy.
And it has the environmental modes. When you turn on, when you stop the car, it shuts off. Tell my voice right now. I'm like, what do you think of this thing?
I think we're asking for a VI.
What? Oh
Can't beat this. Beautiful day here in Vancouver. Just out cruising in a couple of hypercars.
Oh my god, you guys, this car is insane. Like, true talk, we're in the city, I can't do anything crazy, but the noise is, how stiff it is. I really would love to experience this car on a track where there's no rules, really push it. It's easy to drive, like, the visibility is good. Like, there's literally a window in the door. You can check your curves and your parallel parking. What do you think, Gabe?
I love it. It's so nice.
Where is Damon taking us? We're like
The bumpiest road ever.
Wow, this is a big moment for us because this is the first time we've been out together driving around in hypercars, Damon and I. Usually Damon drives because honestly, like he's offered, but I'm like, you just do the driving, I'll hold the camera. If this car's worth over $1 million, I don't have $1 million. I don't have access to $1 million.
But seriously though, let's take a minute and appreciate that back end. Like how nice is that?
Love it. You know what? Today's a good day. Check this out. This car is just super crazy, and I haven't even floored it yet.
get a couple of moments to catch our breath. This is extremely exciting, you guys. Imagine having the opportunity to drive your absolute dream car. And yes, the McLaren P1 has been on the top of my list. That should I have ever won the lottery when I bought lottery tickets at times, some of the things I fantasized about actually owning was a McLaren P1. I absolutely love the styling. It's just everything in one package that I would want if I had to choose one hypercar to put in my garage and that's all I could have. This would probably be it. It's got the doors, it's got the glass roof, it's got the sound, it's got the power. It is one hell of a car.
Oh yes, the doors go up. So we've got the Senna, which I'm driving this thing super cautious. The tires are so sticky, all I can hear is the rocks flying around. And there, over in there. It's definitely a car built for the track. I couldn't imagine to get in this car in an area with like the Autobahn or wherever. Somebody can really open it up, what it'd be like. Because right now we're just driving in traffic.
This is what we were just in. Can you even believe it?
It's hard for me to fathom that I have this opportunity with someone like Raymond.
What are your guy? What?
We're driving around 2 hypercars ago thanks to Raymond at SR Auto Group.
Amazing, right?
I'm driving like
A little nervous?
respectful.
This McLaren Senna happens to be the cheapest Senna in all of North America. So if you're looking for a Senna and it's on the top of your list, this car is for sale. The P1's also for sale. But here's where we come into a bit of a discrepancy as far as pricing goes. There are Sennas on the market that are full carbon exposed bodies that are a price point that are similar to some spec P1s. Now this P1 is highly MSO spec'd. I'm not gonna get into all the details because I don't know them all. Where this Senna right now, as it sits, is under $1 million. It's in the $900,000 range. If you guys wanna get a hold of Raymond at SR Auto Group, there'll be a link in the description. Or if you wanna just follow amazing car content, give SR Auto Group a follow on Instagram because you can see all of these cars and more. They have the best cars in their garages at any given time, multiple.
Gabe,
Yes.
you having fun?
Yes.
Have you been in a P1 before?
I don't know if I even fit, honestly.
He's a big man, that's for sure. Oh yeah.
Oh my God. I'm not fully in the seat.
Yeah, it's not the large seat.
No, but it sure is nice.
You look good in there though, Gabe. You look the number?
I would go with the word cozy.
Cozy.
So if you can't get out, you buy it. Sound fair?
Look at the carbon.
This is where I live now.
You have the smaller weave and then you have the structural wide weave for like the chassis that McLaren uses. It's really cool, right?
I really like
You know
this
what I
car.
do love about McLaren?
What do you love?
The visibility. Every one of their cars has insane visibility.
It doesn't have the blind spots like a Lambo.
No, and even in that car, you feel like you're sitting a little bit higher so you can see like your full nose for, I'm assuming, track and placing it in the right position.
Yeah, visibility is great in a McLaren.
So you guys saw what it was like to sit driver's seat there.
This is what it looks like when you're sitting basically driver position here. Even more visibility in the Senna. These seats, full carbon buckets.
Ready to do this? Oh, I'm ready. Continue on?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, guys, here we go. Back into the P1 and living it up. Hypercar dreams right here. Hypercar dreams. What do you think of the cockpit?
It's hard to get into.
You gotta go butt first, bro. Butt first.
I went butt first.
All right, here we go. P1 door. Got a little weight to it, so right about here you can let it go.
I think it's only fair.
Once in a lifetime opportunity, we let Dave drive the P1 on the way back to SR Auto Group and see what he thinks of the P1.
Open the door, pull this bad boys. Push. Yeah,
What up, dude?
boy!
Yeah, dude.
I love your channel, man.
Thank you.
You
I
guys
appreciate it.
are amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's trade. I'm gonna trade you.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, okay, yeah, sounds
You
good.
get to drive the P1.
Do I have to?
Yeah.
Hey, parking brake is applied.
Yeah.
Leg out.
Steps to getting out of a
Don't
hypercar.
grab the windshield because they break. Put your hand down. Get out. Wave to the fans. There's nobody there. Watch out behind you. Save your life. You know, Damon's a really good friend. I thought I'll give him a turn on the Senna. I'll drive his P1. So personally, I love the P1. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's just the way it looks. It just looks absolutely insane. Okay, guys, here's the P1. I think it's a lot more easier to get into for me. The seats are a lot more just like regular seats, not so fancy Senna seats. Oh, they are. There's no way Damon fit. There's no way he fit in this thing. There's no way he fit. This seat is tight. I am not exaggerating. Wow. But look at this thing.
Look at these doors. Can you even believe that's a door? And the handle, by the way, is right up under here. You wouldn't see it, but it's right up under here. You pull this down. Unlike the P1, this door is a lot lighter. You have to actually, this is very strong. You have to pull it to actually close it. The P1, you can actually drop that door a couple inches and let it go and it'll close itself. What a different car. Even just from doing 10 miles an hour, you feel the difference in this car compared to the P1. The things I noticed, first of all, is this car feels immensely lighter in the steering. The car is just, it's a little different feeling in the sense that the P1 feels like you're pulling a little bit of weight around, but it has more than enough power to make up for that.
Look at the interior where you can see through the floor. Well, not the floor, but at the side of the door anyhow.
The cool thing is this car feels like a spaceship. The P1 I would describe as a rocket, mainly because it's so much more powerful, or at least it appears that way. It is so fast in the way it puts the power down. But this car's no slouch, I'll give it that. This is one hell of a fast car.
Today has been very overwhelming. My first time ever driving a hypercar, I drive 2. So thank you guys for making this happen. Please do me a favor right now. Really help us out. Smash the subscribe button. Appreciate you guys. Now it's time to drive the P1.
Yeah, baby! Woo! Well, the P1 has definitely got a lot more power. What a monster. Look at that thing. I don't know, Gabe, what do you think? What's your favorite, P1 or Senna?
P1's classic, man.
It is so classic.
This thing sounds so cool.
What do you think?
I love it. I want one.
Let's buy one.
How much is it?
Like $2 million.
Real talk, I love every single thing about this car. The way it brakes, the way it accelerates, the noises, the whining, like everything about it is like, you just get in a car and it feels right, this car feels right. Unfortunately, it's like $2 million, so we have to sell a lot more blood. Seriously love that car. I don't know why. I know it's worth a lot of money and that's not the reason in my head why. I might be a big McLaren guy. I love the 12C, which obviously is worth like 10% of the P1, but it still has that McLaren heart, so maybe I need more McLarens on the channel. I can't afford this car. Like, this is like, but one day, I mean, if you really want something, you can get whatever you want. That's a nice house.
All right, you guys, that's it for the P1. Huge thank you to Raymond here at SR Auto Group. So we're just gonna say goodbye to the P1 for now. Hypercars and supercars are meant to give you an experience and make you feel excited and have that adrenaline pumping when you're behind the wheel. And that's exactly what these cars did for me today. What an amazing machine. And here we go. Wing up in what's called race mode, which it slams it right to the ground. I've never quite seen any car from any manufacturer come where it's so low to the ground. Look at this. This is why we did not drive it in race mode. All right, brother, you ready to do this?
I'm ready to sit as a passenger for a minute and just collect my thoughts. I literally right now my head's like, I can't get words out and I talk a lot, which is hard for me.
And then pivot.
Pivot!
Pivot.
Oh, that feels good.
I'm so excited to be able to drive this car and get more seat time behind the wheel. I've driven a few Sennas and this is just such a privilege. This was a car that was on our list and we actually came this close last summer to purchasing one of these before we made the decision that more cars were better than one car. Now, if I was wrong, comment below because I would like to know, because I just really want an excuse to buy one.
Oh, not bad.
I fit better in this seat. All right. We're gonna have a little more fun in this car.
So after driving both today back to back, which
Yes.
one do you like better?
You know, honestly, it's a really hard decision. Both of these cars are incredibly insane. I think if you had the money to buy both and you're trying to make a decision, it would be so hard. But if you had to choose one, I think it would have to be, for me, it'd be the P1.
I agree.
Do you agree?
100%.
What is it about the P1 that you feel is...
The P1 I was driving and instantly I was like, this is the car. And I was trying to figure out why. It sounds insane. It whistles and whines. Like, it sounds like nothing else I've ever driven. It just felt like I wanted to get in that car and be immediately. I wanted to rip and fly. This car, I need the same, you know, drive to do the same thing. I don't know what it is, you guys. You have to drive the cars.
Well, let's enjoy a little drive into downtown Vancouver.
It's very fast.
This is a very quick car. We're gonna go over the Burrard Street Bridge.
So this is where actually we had that video. We got pulled over about a year ago.
Yeah.
Right over here.
Pulled all of us over. But what was weird was the officer didn't give us all tickets. He only picked and chose certain people, even though we were all traveling together as a convoy, as he said. And he said we were all allegedly speeding. Some people didn't get tickets, some people did. It was an interesting event. If you haven't seen that video, it'll be at the end of this video. You guys can watch it.
This is cool.
Yeah, Burrard Street Bridge, going into downtown Vancouver. Feeling like a boss in this car. I mean, when you drive this, I mean, kind of like, it's not even my car, and I'm kind of peacocking a little, chest out. I want to put my shoulders back, but I can't. These Senna seats. Well, Dave, at some point, all good things come to an end.
Unless you sign some paperwork.
Are you gonna buy this?
No. I'm not gonna pretend. I'm not gonna pretend.
I'm not even gonna attempt to park this. I'm just gonna make them park it.
Yeah.
What an amazing machine. All right, guys, comment below. What would you choose? Maybe you choose a Senna. We all kind of chose the P1, but I don't think we really gave the Senna its proper, you know, what it was built for. Okay, guys, so we are about to leave SRO. What the f?
It's John Lennon's car.
All right, that's crazy.
Boom. Almost have to do it twice. So satisfying. I love the new wheels that you've already curbed. Holy crap!
How the f did I do that?
You curbed one of your rims, David.
Damn it!
Yeah.
I've never in my life curbed a wheel.
24 hours
Never in my
and you
life.
curbed a rim. 24 hours. What were you gonna say when the door's locked?
Listen.
Okay, I'm listening. Oh.
Sounds like a bolt action on a rifle.
Do it again. Yeah. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. What else do we like about the G-Wagon? Oh yeah, housewives drive these.
Dave got it because Dave's his own housewife.
That's true. He likes to be pampered.
He does.
Honestly, dude, I actually love this vehicle. I don't know why. It's just really cool. It's heavy. It's fast. Off-roading has so much
go on
power.
forever.
By the way, in the video that went up the other day, people said, why put 2 parking spots? You took out 2 parking spots. I own 2 parking spots. My BMW's getting serviced. They're my spots. I didn't take them from anybody else. I would never do that.
You would do that, but
There
you
was some
just
hate in the
got away
comments.
with it in that video.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
This is a one-way?
No.
Yes.
What?
It's like a butthole. It's a one-way.